When was the last time you used your voice as a mom? When was the last time you truly voiced out what is on the inside of you? Now, most of us as moms, we get to that space where we don't want to talk, we don't want to express ourselves politely, we just want to keep to ourselves. Now, most of us as moms, we have silenced our voices. Sometimes because we want everything to be peaceful, we want to avoid conflict. So, because if for conflict not to happen, or for conflict not to occur, we had rather keep quiet, stay in our shell, and not speak up. Sometimes most of us are quiet because we want to appear strong. We want to look like we have everything all figured out, and we find it difficult to speak up. But we must learn to use our voice. God has given you your voice for a reason. Remember, everything embedded on the inside of us, we are expected to steward it, to use it to be a blessing to mankind. But when you are silent with your voice, when you don't use your voice as a mom, when you don't speak up because of fear or because of whatever reason, sometimes you start to resent. Silence tends to breed resentment. Maybe you start to resent yourself, you start to look down on yourself, you start to feel you're not worthy, you start to feel like you're not confident enough. So that is why we must use our voice. We must use our voice to bless our world as moms. We must use our voice to add value to our world and to our generation. We must voice out. Remember the story in the Bible when Hannah went to pray for a child. Remember, the prophet Eli thought she was not praying, but she spoke up. She used her voice to clarify herself. Likewise, so many women in the Bible that used their voice. They used their voice for good. They used their voice to add value, to be a blessing to their world. That is what we are expected to do as moms, to use our voice to build. Use your voice to build your home. Use your voice to build the world. Use your voice to be a blessing and a helper to mankind. That is what we are called to do. We are not called to shrink our voice. We're not called to keep quiet and not speak the right things. We're not called to just stay in silence, but we are called to use our blessing to the glorification of our source, our creator, who is God. So, in practical ways, how we can use our voice. Number one, you must express yourself calmly. You must learn to express your needs calmly. Most of us find it difficult to express our needs. You probably would tell, we speak of the needs of every other person and just ignore your own needs and just say, oh, it's not that important. But we must learn to express our needs calmly and politely as moms. So don't sit down and allow things to be going and you're not speaking up. Another thing we can do is to replace passive resentment with clear communication. We must learn to be good communicators. Do you know that most of us as moms are not good communicators? But most of us need to learn communication. And some of the practical things we can do is to listen actively, to communicate, to have conversation, as my coach will always say, to have conversation, not confrontation. We must learn to communicate. Replace your resentment, replace yelling, angry tone with having conversation, with communicating. That is a way of you using your voice the right way. Another thing you can do is to start small. Start with small, honest conversation. Start with you using your voice in your little spaces, in those spaces where you feel comfortable, you feel you're just comfortable. Start small, start to speak up and use your voice. And over time, it's going to translate to every other thing you're doing, and you're going to see the big difference. Now, we must remember that silence protects peace temporarily, but the truth is what protects us permanently. And that truth is the truth in the word of God. So, you being quiet, you being silent, you not expressing yourself, it doesn't really do any good. So, all we need to do is to learn to speak up, because as a mom, your voice matters. Your voice matters in that space where you are. Your voice matters to the world. Your voice matters for everyone to hear and see all and hear of all God has blessed you on the inside. So today, learn to use your voice, to use your words to bless, to build, to add value, to be a helper of mankind. Thank you very much for joining me today. My name is Trauma Odukolo. Remember to like this video, share this video, to subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Confidence Mom Academy, and please follow us on our social media start handle on Facebook and Instagram at the Confidence Mom Academy. Thank you for your time. Do have a great day and bye.